My name is Margaret. I'm 60, and I've worked in this hospital for 35 years. I've seen people at their worst, at their bravest, and sometimes at their most beautiful, though I would never say that out loud. When you spend a lifetime among monitors and white walls, you stop expecting anything to surprise you. Until she arrived. Her name was Lena, 28. Diagnosis: a rare autoimmune condition that had been quietly eating away at her strength for years before anyone noticed. When they admitted her, she looked exhausted. Not fragile, just tired in the way people get when they've fought too long alone. I was assigned to her ward by chance. Or maybe not. On her first night, I found her sitting by the window in her hospital gown, staring at the rain hitting the glass. "You're supposed to be resting," I said. She smiled faintly. "I'll rest when the rain stops. It's supposed to last all week. Then I guess I'll be tired for a while." Something about the way she said it, calm, almost amused, made me stay longer than I should have. We talked for a few minutes about nothing that mattered: the food, the endless noise of machines, how hospital coffee should be illegal. Her humor surprised me. So did the warmth behind her eyes. Days turned into weeks. She became my favorite round, though I'd never admit it to the others. I'd linger by her bed, ask how she was feeling, pretend to check her chart longer than necessary. She always had a book open, always smiled when I came by. Once, when I was about to leave, she said quietly, "You make this place feel less like a cage." I didn't know what to say, so I just smiled and changed her IV. One evening, when the corridors were quiet and the night shift had just started, I found her awake, sketching on a napkin. "You're not sleeping again," I said. "Neither are you," she replied, eyes glinting. I sat down. For the first time in years, I forgot the clock existed. Nights in hospitals have a sound, that slow rhythm of machines breathing for others. I used to find it comforting. Now it felt heavier, like every beep was a countdown to something I didn't understand. Lena was getting better, technically. Her vitals improved, her strength returned, but something in her eyes told a different story. She'd begun asking strange questions. "Do you ever get tired of saving people?" she asked one night. "Never of saving them," I said. "Sometimes of watching them leave." She nodded slowly, as if she knew what I meant. That night, I brought her tea. Real tea, not the hospital kind. We sat by the window, the city lights bleeding through the rain. She told me about the life she wanted: to paint again, to travel, to not wake up afraid of what her body might do next. Then she said, "You talk about others like you've forgotten you're one of them." I looked at her. "I'm not sure I remember how to live for myself." She reached out, her fingers brushing mine. Not bold, just human. "Then maybe start small," she whispered. The touch was brief, but it echoed long after she fell asleep. Over the next few days, she walked more, smiled more. The color returned to her face, and yet, when her discharge papers came through, I felt something twist inside me. I helped her pack her things: a few clothes, books, that napkin sketch she'd kept folded in her notebook. When she turned to hug me goodbye, I froze. Then she whispered, "You were the only part of this place that felt alive." For the first time in decades, my voice failed me. She left before sunrise, the bed stripped and empty by morning. I found her sketch later, left on the nightstand, a drawing of two hands almost touching across a table. Underneath, she'd written in tiny letters, "Start small." Weeks passed. The ward stayed the same walls, the same light. But every time I made tea, I poured 2 cups, one for me, one for her, because some moments don't end when people leave. They just wait, quietly, for the courage to begin again.